Yo, what up? It's Razor Pop lah.
In a recent story, Razor TV had a quick chat with singer Marie Digby, who attained fame from posting YouTube videos of herself performing acoustic guitar covers of popular songs. Digby, an American songwriter, however, was already a signed artist at the time, and has since stated that she used the streaming video site as an answer to the lack of promotion her label was providing her. Now, it's one thing to be an artist who takes her career in her hands, but it's another to be unsigned, unknown, and half the world away, and still attain success in music. Enter Zee Avi. Her story is a modern fairy tale come true. The singer-songwriter was born with music in her blood 23 years ago in the small town of Mari in Sarawak on the island of Borneo, just east of Malaysia. Both her father and his father had their own bands, and Zee grew up with the sounds of Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple. The self-taught guitarist then moved to Kuala Lumpur, and by 17, she had studied law and made the transition to fashion, but still felt her passion lay elsewhere. Zee posted a song on YouTube for a friend who missed her first performance in Kuala Lumpur, and he convinced her to leave it on the site. A flood of positive support came, and before she knew it, Brushfire Records offered her a contract and flew her off to Los Angeles, California to record her debut album, which had sold 6,000 copies within the first 2 weeks in America alone. Zee Avi, who was born Izian Ali Rahman, was in Singapore to have a chat with the media, and Razor TV was there to find out how she was coping living the YouTube dream.
Bitter heart of mine. And then
it's a shortening of my name. I've been known as Zee since I could remember.
as you did yesterday. So tell me what's
Listen, my dad, I remember, I'm like, well, you want me to be a lawyer, but you know for a fact that I'm more on the creative side of things, you know? And then so I did. I took fine art first before I went into fashion design. And then my dad's like, why can't you just decide on something? Just do it and finish it, you know? And I'm like, well, I like to try different things out and everything like that. But then when I got into fashion, the more and more I got into it, I didn't really, you know, my passion didn't really cling on to it that much. And, you know, and so I told my dad, I'm like, right, I'm going to go home and reflect on things. And then, you know, I was really going to go into creative writing and philosophy. So it's really nice to just, you know, fuse still my passion for writing with music. So I like to say I'm a storyteller with melodies.
of mine?
At this point, I'm pretty much content with music, and I have a lot on my plate, and I'm pretty happy with doing music for now. I feel really grateful for it. It's it's quite a blessing.
Come down as seen when they hit the ground, children.
Well, it's quite a drastic change, you know, from performing in my pajamas in my bedroom. But then I also realized that back then I had 5,000 subscribers, and I realized that every time I post a video, I'm singing to 5,000 people. And then I think like 5,000 people actually want to listen to me, you know. But since then, it's grown so much. YouTube's grown so much as well. You know, during festivals and things like that, I absolutely love performing live because I feed off the crowd's energy. And, you know, I love the fact that I can see everybody's faces when I sing. So it's very rewarding.
All inside. Bitter heart, shadows will help.
I think YouTube is a completely different world on its own, you know. It's gotten, like, it's a household name now. Everybody knows it, you know. And in my day, you know, 300,000 was a big deal. You know, 300,000 views was a big deal. But now it's like 2 million, 24 million, and things like that, you know. But my one advice for that, because it's such a big, it's a completely different world on its own, everybody can say anything they want, you know. My advice on that is keep doing what you do. Shrug the negativities, accept the criticisms, though, and the compliments with a pinch of salt. It was great. The vibe in there is absolutely amazing. It's always, you know, it feels like a second home, really, because it's in this, like, converted house. It's all solar powered and everything, and so it really does feel homey, which is good because obviously when you're recording, you're in there in like long hours of the day and things like that. So it was really great. Everybody there it's like family, so it's kind of just like being at home.
Bitter heart of mine.
Well, I haven't been home yet for that. So I've heard about it, and I would not like to touch on anything political, but I hope not. I hope it won't affect me in any way.
And then you come.
Hopefully just in a good spot in life, I don't really ask for much in that sense, just to be happy and content with everything.
Stay tuned to our next clip where Zee Avi talks to us about her dark musical style.